divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Dragons of Houston. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go on the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Long. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On 1st down, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Over the middle, it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him.
Touchdown! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dragons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? They're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dragons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Sometimes you get a first and goal, you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. New York ready to go again offensively. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Houston's offense taking over again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost push them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And the Dragons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They'll come out throwing.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. That escapes the sack. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away, and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Nash. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Bulldozes past him. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down.
But now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On play action, Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Jets! From 6 yards away. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100. He's been working well towards 100 here.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Leonard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence looking middle, and that's complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's long. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dragons are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New York set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this 1st half. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He only gets it to about the 30. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Brings up second and 14 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On third down, it's long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about now. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports
We'll begin up at
report.
M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was our visitors who were able to walk away with the road victory. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. The Oilers needed a big win, and they got it, as the victory gives them a final mark of 11-6 on the year. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Long. And fights through one there. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Holding, offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 1. Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A gain there of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablet. None of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Dragons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And got his man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. 1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw.
Pressure comes and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down, yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence. And, that's going to wind up incomplete.